The D, man.
Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media, you feel me?
Polo G arrested for gun possession in Manhattan, New York. Polo G has more legal troubles on his hand after being arrested for gun possession in New York City on Wednesday. A gun found by a person cleaning a room that 25-year-old rapper was staying in. The Dominic Hotel located in downtown Manhattan. Polo G got that bread. Police were notified by hotel staff that there was a gun. Double XL confirmed that Polo G was arrested with the New York Police Department today on Wednesday, April 10th, 2024. Police were found to property to 2800 Almont. Upon arrival, it was reported to officers that a firearm was at the location and individuals was placed into custody at the location without an incident. He was charged with criminal possession of a weapon, criminal possession of a firearm. I'm trying to see what else. In 2013, Polo G was arrested outside his LA home. Police conducted a raid on his residence. They found assault rifles and other guns, and this is when they arrested his brother Trench Baby for the alleged murder of 757 Little Row. But it ain't looking too good for Polo G, man. It's a difference, man, getting caught with a firearm or getting caught with a strap. And, you know, Detroit or Philly or one of these towns, but when you get caught in New York or California or Illinois, man, they got some of the harshest gun penalties ever, man. So it ain't looking good for Polo G. You got to remember, they made Lil Wayne go to jail for a strap in New York. And Lil Wayne has got way more money, way more connection, way more tied in. And they made him go to jail. They made him go to prison, I should say. New York does not play when it comes to firearms. You see how the feds is indicting Lil Zay Osama for him allegedly getting caught with a switch in a Uber or something like that. Man, the police in New York does not play about firearms. Why you think them boys be going around and, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't play that there. That's why, man, up there, why you think up there they call it a $150? For real. New York do not play that, man. It ain't looking good for Polo G, man, because he was already out on bond for what I just explained to you that happened earlier this year. I mean, earlier last year. No. It was towards the end of last year when he got caught with firearms at his residence in L.A. He was still out on bond for that. So on top of you being on bond in L.A. fighting weapons charges, you go to New York, of course, he wasn't doing nothing. He wasn't violent or anything like that. The hotel maid just doing her job, cleaning the room, seen it, and called the staff more than likely, and they called the police, you know. But that's a serious situation a serious charge to catch out on bond in L.A. Even if you get out of this New York junk, your bond more than likely gonna get revoked in California, so you could just chalk that up, you know. Polo G somebody can come forward and say it was theirs, but knowing how New York is and how they gonna want a big time rapper, if the hotel room was booked in Polo G name or whatever the case may be, he gonna have to eat that charge, bro. Cause New York gonna want Polo G. They ain't gonna want none of his homies or none of that. New York is gonna want Polo G. They're going to try to make an example out of him. The same thing they did with Lil Wayne when he got caught with that blick on his tour bus. They're going to try to make an example out of him. That's just what they do to celebrities. And I don't see how, like, when people don't know how harsh New York, like, they gun laws is. I don't see how people don't know that yet, and they still be moving around in New York walkie. Like, it's to the point that in New York that a lot of the times the security that you hire in New York, if they not an off-duty police officer, they can't even have a firearm. Like, it's that hard, it's that serious there. You know what I'm saying? And by Polo G still being out on bond for his weapons case in Los Angeles, you fighting back-to-back weapons charges. Then your last one in New York, man, it ain't looking good, man. We might not never hear Polo G next album, man, for at least about a couple more years. But he got the money, you know. He can get himself a good lawyer, but it's going to be hard to beat if either the weapon was registered in your name or the room was in your name. Either or one of those ways, you're going to have to chalk that up. You know what I'm saying? And I can guarantee you more than likely was not registered in the state of New York. So you're going to have to eat that up too. When, bro, you just show Wallow and Gilly $10 million worth of cars in your front yard on top of a $20 million mansion look like, and you couldn't have armed security with you in New York? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I get it though, man. A lot of these youngsters, they don't want to put their lives in their hands and officers or security hand, but we just gonna keep seeing rappers keep getting smacked every other week, right upside the head. Bow. Polo G about to fall another victim. Bow. Then you got caught in New York? Man, watch what I tell y'all. If he a convicted felon, the state is going to drop the charges and the feds is going to pick Polo G case up in New York. If he's a convicted felon, watch what I tell y'all. If he's a convicted felon, which it didn't say he was, it just said charged with possession of a firearm. But if it comes out that he is a convicted felon, the state is going to drop those charges and watch the feds swoop right in and charge Polo G. Because we keep seeing it. And they only doing it to rappers and celebrities and people that got a name, you know? Or if you causing havoc in your city, you know? And people know what I mean by that. You know? Polo G was moving a little bit too fast on this one, man. You know? And it's going to be hard because you, even if you get out on bond with this New York case, you're going to have a automatic bench warrant or automatic warrant from Los Angeles because part of your bond conditions is no police contact. You know, they ain't talking about getting pulled over, a little seatbelt ticket, traffic violation, speed, none of that. That's petty. So the judge going to look like, hold on. Not only, Mr. Polo G, did I tell you to stay out of trouble, you went across the country and got caught with another firearm. So now when I'm telling you, you don't think you think I'm joking with you. Think I'm a joke. That's how the judge is gonna look at this situation. Whether if that's the case or not, that's how it look. When you keep giving the system more opportunities and more, they gonna get you. You know, and I just don't see how these youngsters ain't peeping this out, man. And they got money to move around with. Dang near Secret Service bodyguards, how much money these young dudes getting in this rap game. That man Polo G just showed $10 million worth of cars on his Rollo and Gilly the Kid $1 million worth of game interview. He had $10 million worth of cars outside. And his mansion looked like it cost another 10 or 20. And you can't pay 15, 20,000 a month for security. His chain.
Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media, you feel me?